What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I'm about to show y'all a hit and run, okay? An attempt to hit and run with none other than Rashida Tlaib. Yeah, they had Tom Homan come back to Congress and testify again. Now, you know how the Democrats are. They don't like to debate you. They don't even have serious questions. They don't want to know, how can we get to the bottom of this? How can we provide support? Are there solutions? Can we give you some feedback? Something like this. No. What they do is they come in with their pre-positions, and they also come in with the talking points and their sound bites, and they say, you know what? Don't allow them to respond, because whatever they say could make you sound stupid. But every once in a while, it'll backfire. Actually, it backfires on them quite a bit. So Tlaib decides, I'm going to give a little monologue against Tom Homan, a real stand-up guy, a guy that probably doubles her in age, a guy who has put more time in the field and risked his life to keep Americans safe and illegal immigrants safe than her butt has ever done. She's just come off the bench and just got here, can't tell been here, nothing. But she decides she's going to give him a tongue lashing. So let's listen in.
Holman, as a fellow American, I just want you to know your contribution as acting director of ICE under this administration will always be remembered as one that was very ruthless and inhumane treatment of asylum seekers. As the author of the separation policy and now of this sick, preventing people, sick children before this committee, seeking life-saving medical treatment. I will continue always, this is probably the third time I think you before this chamber, that I'm deeply troubled by your opening statement and continued assault on innocent lives. And I ask that this administration please stop playing politics with the lives of the children before this committee, but also with the lives of many Americans that are directly impacted by the continued broken immigration system in our country. Thank you so much.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
No, we're moving on to.
Yes.
Now, did you see that? Did you see that? A hit and run. She even said no. Now, you tell me, what discussion is only one way? You telling me you got to sit there as a grown man and get lectured by some snotty-nosed chick who just got into Congress, no experience whatsoever, and you can't respond? You're a kid? Sit down in the chair. Let me tell you about yourself. You know what your problem is? You get up late for school every day. If you get your butt up a little earlier, you can get to school on time and you won't be sleepy. I told you to go to bed last night, but you want to stay up and watch the Benny Hill show. And see, now look at you. You're hurting over there. Looks like your eyes are going up and down. Eyebrows up, but your eyes are closed. That's because you stayed up all night. Can't even keep your eyes open. It's probably like two midgets hanging from each eyelid, pulling them down. See, if you get some sleep, you'll be back. That's what she just did to him. And when he said, well, can I respond? No. With a nasty attitude. Now, I'm sitting here watching this and I go, you dirty, nasty, filthy thing, you. First of all, it's disrespectful to this man who put his life on the line all these years to keep Americans safe and to enforce the laws that Congress wrote. Secondly, with her talking about putting children's lives and playing politics, this is the same person, along with the rest of her crew, that refused to vote to give money to give relief to the people down there on the border. Now, that's what I call politics. You're going to get up here and you're going to whine about what's going on down there in the inhumane situations and kids with the medicine and preventing them from having the medicine and rip from all of that stuff. You're going to get up there and whine about all that, but vote against money that can bring those resources to them. That doesn't make sense. And it once again shows that you have an agenda. And it also shows you have an agenda because that was not a dialogue. Okay. That was a lecture. See, let me tell her something about communication. There's three ways to communicate. Okay. If you want to have a good dialogue, the first way is peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is how she should have been conversing with him. Now, peer-to-peer is you don't point fingers. You don't say, you know what your problem is. You don't say, no, nah, and you better listen. No, it's, hey, listen, what do you think's going on down there at the border and how can we solve the issue? Oh, thanks for the feedback. Now, maybe I don't see it that way. Can you maybe give me a little more information to clear my mind on what's going on? See, that's peer-to-peer. You don't hear no bass in my voice. You don't hear no inflections and condescending sounds and all that stuff. No, I'm respecting you as an adult. and we're having dialogue. The two incorrect ways is child to parent, which is I'm going to throw a fit when I don't get my way. Kind of like what Alexandria Cortez did when Tom Homan got a chance to respond and he was beaten up to leave. And Alexandria Cortez, silence, be quiet. And she starts banging the gavel, which is an amazing thing for me, just seeing her with the gavel. I'm thinking to myself, this girl just came out of a bar and just got launched in, and now she's over something so important as a committee to oversee what's going on down there at the border. No experience, never went down there and worked, never rolled up her sleeves, maybe, washed a couple dishes at the bar, but never rolled up the sleeves to go in the water and grab a drowning child or parent out of the water because they chose to come here and now they got swept up in the current. Never saw gunfight on the border, never had to break into an apartment and grab a couple of illegal aliens who are violent and drag them back off, never had to arrest no MS-13 people, never rolled up on the scene to see bloody, just mutilated people that were victims of MS-13, none of that stuff. Never had to deal with any of this, but now she's sitting up there in a robe and a gavel, banging on it, trying to silence him because he's beating up their narrative after the other chick, that's right, I'm condescending right now, I'm upset about it, after the other chick to lead got up there and gave this man a lecture and then tried to split. Nah, you can't respond. Hit and run. So that's not dialogue. So now you got peer to peer. That's how it should have been. You got child to parent, which is, man, I'm throwing a fit. That's what that is, okay? I don't never get to do what I want to do. Y'all always, that's child to parent. And then you got parent to child, which that's what mode of operating she was in communicating rather. She was sitting back going, and you know what your problem is, and this and this and that, and I would never listen, and I'm going to tell you about yourself, and then I'm going to tiptoe on out of here. And apparently, one of the other congressmen was like, nah, you can't let that happen. I'm going to give him some of my time. And, of course, he went in on her. And one of the things he said is he had never seen people in Congress have such hatred and vitriol towards law enforcement and laws. The Democratic Party is the lawless party. I'm telling you, all they want is a goal and objective, and they don't care how they obtain it, how many laws, how many constitutional laws that they got to break. They don't care about that. It is all about the goal and the objective, and she proved it right there. She didn't want a solution. She just wanted to say, how can I paint a narrative and leave a soundbite, and everybody listening to it that have a low IQ will go, well, we can't have this going on out at the border. Sound like this Tom Homan guy's killed millions of illegal aliens. That's what it sounds like to me. And he's starving them and preventing medicine to them and all of that stuff. And he got a chance to rebut that and tell her about all the things him and his agency had done to save lives. And yet hear her snotty-nosed tail, who just got in Congress, gonna get up there and lecture a man with all of these years of experience, downplay his career, and try to embarrass him in front of everybody, and he called her out for it. And so am I. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Don't forget, check me out every Wednesday night, 7:30 live on YouTube and also on my radio blog talk show. Check out Extreme Tees. Put my name in the promo code Kevin. You'll get a 20% discount. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Make sure you still subscribe, please. And then also, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There's a link in the bottom of this video to do that. And you can find me on Facebook and Twitter with the links below. God bless. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.